Fordy speaking shortly after today's defeat against Leigh Centurions. What are your thoughts on the game?
Congratulations to Leigh. I thought they were the better team. I thought they deserved to win the game. Game was in the balance probably certainly for the first half. I thought our contact was good in the first half. I thought it was a real physical encounter. Second half, I thought Leigh got on top, and they deserved to be on top. But then we facilitated that also with some daft stuff. A couple of handling errors, a couple of preventable penalties, putting pressure on us and letting pressure off Leigh. And I know we were behind and we want the ball back, but pulling short kickoffs at 18-4 or whatever it was, turn games from 18-4 into 44. Because what it does is if you don't get the ball back, your opponents have the ball in your half. Where if you kick the ball deep, you're probably going to get the ball back on your 40 the next set if it's a decent defensive effort. So I think we could have been a little bit smarter there, but I understand why they did it. And on top of that, I thought there were some individuals today who I believe in a lot. I've got a lot of confidence in, and we're off today. But you don't, in my opinion anyway, you don't judge a player on one game. You judge them over a season. And I think over the season we'll see them play to levels that what I know they're capable of.
You and the group are quite clearly frustrated. It's probably a sign of the expectations at the club that we are frustrated at losing to a team like Leigh Centurions, like where, isn't it?
Yeah, well, that's sport, isn't it? I certainly don't want to make any excuses, but because we all know where Leigh were last year, we all know what their aspirations are this year, we know what kind of resources they've got. But in sport, sometimes you've got to take them challenges on, and we want to be faced by these kind of challenges, and we want to be coming out the other side. But I suppose you can't always get the success that you're after. But what we need to do is learn from it, and ultimately we need to be able to beat a Leigh, a Featherstone, a Halifax, teams of that level, at the end of the season in one-off games, and if we can get to that level, and we've got some improvement to do to get there, then I'll be happy.
Next week, Newcastle Thunder in the Challenge Cup at the LNAR. A chance to put stuff right, isn't it, really? Yeah,
there's certainly some lessons for us to learn as a group. I mean, we, the coaching staff, felt that there was absolute clarity regards some of our defensive systems, and under pressure today, we've just got them wrong. So us as coaches, we need to do our job better to make sure that it's absolutely crystal clear, and irrespective of the pressure, the fatigue that the team's under, they can get it right. They can rely on those systems. That's what they're there for. So that was disappointing. So have a good look at that, and we'll aim up at getting those better. Also, as well, we've got to manage the squad. We've got a few blokes carrying some bumps and bruises. So we've got to see. Yeah, we've got to make sure that we don't burn ourselves by playing them into the ground. And I suppose the flip side of that is there's likely to be some opportunities for some young guys who we believe in also, and they are getting better. They're getting better in training, but a young player, an 18-year-old who's played on debut, and an 18-year-old after 5 games and 20 games and 30 games, you're talking about completely different animals. So what you see now in Miles Harrison and what you'll see in 20 games time, there'll be a stark contrast, a certainly positive one.